What episode are we on? Is it 10?
It's 10.
Is it 10?
How are you going to do the intro if you don't
Okay,
know
my
intro?
bad. Hello. What? No, sorry. Hello. Welcome to the 10th episode, I guess, of the Cultured Swine podcast.
There you go.
Yeah.
And what are we doing today, Adriel?
What are we doing today, Chase? What are we ever doing when we record these things?
I don't know, actually.
Because an hour prior to this, we were fucking around with a
Voice changer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little disoriented. That messed with my head. That was a wrong choice on you.
What does it mean? What do you mean?
You're fully responsible.
Okay, maybe I might have incited that, but you went along with it for as long as you did.
Look, man. We were just supposed to read some tweets. And
Oh,
then you
yeah.
were like,
I did get a good recording out of that, though.
yeah. Speaking of which, Adriel's getting a little more, I guess, creative, we could say.
Yeah.
That sounds like an insult. He's doing some stuff.
Are you
on
saying
his
that I
own.
wasn't creative prior to that?
No, I'm just saying you're like, I'm just gonna make something, and then you DM me. You're like, is this cool?
Because I always want to ask you if it's cool to upload like things that you are
Bro,
responsible for.
Upload everything you want.
Okay. Just upload like stupid shit.
Yeah, our entire channel is a shit post, essentially.
Yeah. All right. First topic. Well, I mean, I guess we shouldn't do that, huh? Because we got that
Yeah,
critic from those two lovely
No,
ladies.
she didn't say that. I said that. Remember?
Oh.
I wrote my own critiques.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
you.
we're progressing. I don't want to talk about us progressing all the time because it's like, oh, we learned this from the podcast. Like it's becoming a podcast about doing a podcast.
I mean, it's that kind of meta-ness that you gotta.
I
you know,
mean,
I feel like that's cool. It's hip with the kids.
I just feel like it's lame to talk about it if you.
But we are
haven't
progressing.
done shit.
Listen, we started from like the bare minimum of what a podcast is. We couldn't even hear ourselves when we first did this.
we couldn't hear ourselves up until like the last episode.
Yeah, essentially. We upped our game for whatever it's
times.
worth. All right. Well, I mean, for one thing we could talk about is the coronavirus and how that's
Actually,
affected the
before we
world.
even talk about that, like so many people are getting demonetized just for like mentioning it.
Really?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
So you're saying that? Well, I mean,
We don't make money off it.
Yeah, we don't
Even
make money
though
off
they put
it.
ads on our stuff.
oh yeah, huh?
It's pain. I did the math. We should have $50.
Dude, you want to? When we do get money, you want to split it like 60-40? Because I don't feel like I deserve 50 for this.
No, you paid for all the equipment, man.
No, you got your headphones.
My headphones.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I bought. I didn't buy the mic stands or anything. You just went all in.
Yeah, because I had a dream, Chase.
I bought an adapter.
Adapt? What? Which one?
We bought
Oh,
two
right,
packs.
right,
I
yeah.
bought one of them.
Yeah, man, that was a long day. That was, but yeah,
A fun day.
really, people are getting demonetized for the coronavirus thing.
Yeah.
for merely mentioning it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh? That's kind of.
I know, it's crazy. I don't know. I feel like if we're gonna talk about it, you should talk about it because I know nothing.
You don't know anything.
I've been holed up in my room for like the last 3 weeks since we recorded,
Oh, yeah, you
just
told
playing
me.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you're just playing Assassin's Creed.
I haven't had much of a life recently.
But yeah, no, the coronavirus. Apparently, it started off in not Japan, China,
Yeah, China.
and
I do know this from bats.
yeah.
Which is fucking stupid to me.
What do you mean stupid, dude?
Because they could have just not made stew with bats.
Listen,
There's
you gotta
so
try.
many animals in China. They could have just been like, I'll do the rat instead.
No, you don't understand, Chase.
So
They have to.
took the rats of the sky.
Do you not understand how the government of China works? It's like
Not really.
no, neither do I. But just assuming that it's like much worse than ours, so they have to roughage for what they can. You know?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah. So that's why
they
bats.
have snakes in China, right?
I'm pretty sure. Mexico City has one case. We got an intern showing us.
Yeah, we're recording this with a live studio audience.
Yeah, apparently, intern tells us Mexico City has one case of C virus. Oh, coronavirus. My bad.
Yeah, weren't we talking about that earlier when we were eating? Like, that would just wipe out Mexico. Like, completely.
No, I thought you were making a joke because, Corona and then
Oh,
the alcohol.
no. I was just saying, if fucking Like
Is
China and Japan are struggling with this.
No, Japan isn't. I don't think Japan has any cases of it. Even
I
though they're
mean,
like neighbors.
Yeah, I was about to say, man.
No, but Japan isn't weird like that. They're weird. They're different kind of weird.
One thing I am confused on about it is like they're always like, oh, we're gonna be stricter on travel. Like they say that like every week. Like just change it. They're like, oh, we're gonna change it. Like you said you were gonna do that last week.
Mexico got sana sana. That's true. We do have the cure all of the sana sana colita de rana.
Yeah,
that's
what he said.
What do you mean, Chase? Aren't you fluent in Spanish?
No.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna record the rest of this in Spanish.
All right.
You go first.
So anyway, no. Speaking of like other languages, I took Latin in high school.
Okay, loser.
I don't understand any Latin at all, but somehow I learned Italian out of it.
You learned Italian out of Latin?
I can't speak Italian, but I understand it when it's spoken.
Italian is just like fancy Spanish, right?
Kinda.
Yeah. See, I'm getting like a kinda.
It's along the way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's somewhere around that.
Which
it's
is
in the
like
same
trippy because I was playing like Assassin's Creed 2, and like a lot of the dialogue is just straight like Italian.
So
and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, I understood that.
Oh, but
But
God
yeah,
damn it, you
so
derailed.
take Latin so you don't understand Latin, but other languages.
Just Latin is the origin of, well, semi the origin of all languages.
It's the birth of the 5 love languages.
You got all this from a single Latin class in high school?
I took 2 years.
Oh.
It was pain. I had the worst teacher. I don't know, we shouldn't.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't call out teachers.
I mean,
Much
I called
less.
out my old manager.
Yeah, you did call out your old manager at Academy that's on the corner of... Yeah, I shouldn't.
Oh.
Uh-oh. All right, let's just pretend like that didn't happen.
Yeah, that never
Let's not
happened.
mention
What were we-
anything. What? What's up?
Hey, welcome back to episode 10.
Shut up. We're not redoing that. We're not redoing that.
But, yeah, no, I still can't get over, like, that was my manager's, like, #1 phrase.
What?
Like, she said it all the time. Devin said it in the last episode.
What?
If you see a possum, you gotta boil it.
That's not a saying.
It's not, but she said it, like, all the time.
If you see a possum, you gotta boil it.
Yeah.
Was that? Is that like a
I don't
deeper
know what
meaning?
that
Or
means, dude.
is that like
That's
an
like
idiom
a
for life?
subdivision of, like, white culture. Like, it's like mountain men.
Mountain
like
men.
level, yeah.
They were gonna go with the typical redneck. I never heard mountain men as a culture of white people.
You gotta understand. There's a difference. I feel like it's misunderstood across other cultures. Redneck is just like a worker,
Okay.
and a hillbilly is a like incest dude, you know, that lives in the mountains.
Oh, like
That's
like what was that one movie? Silence of the Lambs type thing? Or am I thinking of Hills Have Eyes?
Hills Have Eyes.
Ah,
there
whoops.
you go.
I don't watch a lot of scary movies, Chase.
You got it. You good.
All right.
But yeah, this has been a little
Back to the
fireball.
Back to the corona virus. Yeah, no.
Never heard of
It's-
a Modelo virus.
Shut
Anyways.
up. So yeah, it originated in China. Bats are typically considered the main cause.
Yeah.
You want to interrupt me again? Yeah, and then from there, like, people didn't understand what was going on, so they flew out of China, and then it spread out to... Apparently, we have a case here in San Antonio. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was in College Station.
College Station? What's that?
It's like,
I don't know what College Station is.
it's... it basically is what it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's a big, like, commercial district that's between a bunch of other, like, small Texas towns. And my cousin lived in one of those little backward-ass towns.
Ah.
So, yeah, that's how I know of it. But it's, like, this huge, like, just shopping center,
Oh, hell
essentially. Yeah. And I guess people live there now. I don't know. I just know it was originally designed just to be, like a mecca for shopping.
Huh. But yeah, and apparently it's already been cured. Coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't that a
Corona.
kicker?
I don't know why I'm disappointed in that.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. Why are you? Why are you
I
disappointed?
don't know. In my
Did you
head,
think
I
it was gonna
just
be like a big thing?
I don't know. No, I mean, I thought it was just gonna be like the swine flu or whatever, where they're like, "Oh, you're gonna get it," and then like
No one.
just went away in like a year.
Yeah, like Ebola as well.
Yeah, everyone
We
was
got a
freaking
few
out about
cases,
that.
and then
I find it funny that all these viruses and like stuff that everybody's like, "This is the new plague. We're all gonna die." They're like, they're like the mildest things.
I mean, I think it's because like
Like Ebola, it was just literally like the stomach flu.
is it really?
Yeah,
I thought like your
up in-
skin fell off.
No,
and-
no, they were exaggerating. It was just like a stomach flu, but like towards like the end of its cycle, you died or whatever.
Oh.
Like it tears down your immune system and all that.
Oh. Huh.
But like it's so like mild symptoms.
I mean, so is the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's just like
it can't kill. It has a 2% mortality rate, or no, fatality rate, whatever. Well, you can
I
only.
don't know.
It's a small chance of
But
dying.
it's just crazy that like the flu has killed more, but we're all like, oh,
Yeah, it's true.
coronavirus.
The flu has taken a lot of soldiers. That's not the right terminology for that.
Yeah, the I saw this today. Like the first U.S. citizen has died of
Really?
coronavirus.
And the
Yeah.
coronavirus has been a thing since what? The beginning of this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This year started off crazy. World
Yeah,
War
dude,
III
you remember World War
antivirus.
III when that was a thing?
Dude, I thought everything was over. Cause like you know what the midnight clock is, right?
Midnight clock? Oh, isn't it the
Yeah, it's
wartime?
like, or the doomsday clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it'll be like it's basically like a prediction for like the end of the world or whatever, and they like cut it down.
Oh yeah.
And when all that stuff happened, I was like, yeah, we're over.
Yeah, it's dunzo for the human
But
race.
no.
Yeah, no, thankfully we didn't have to get drafted.
Yeah.
Even though we
I don't
couldn't
know, I
be
was
drafted
kinda- I
because
was
that
kinda ready.
thing ended in the Vietnam War.
No, we can.
We
Select
still
the
can?
services. Yeah. Cause
Hey, Chase, can you do me a favor and break my leg?
no, because if you sign up for a driver's license, you have to be put in like selective services,
Oh, really?
and to be able to collect like welfare and all this, all kinds of like federal programs, you have to sign up for selective services.
So you told me if I can drive, I can go to war,
Yeah,
but I still can't buy alcohol or smoke?
yeah, pretty much.
Thank you, Obama.
I haven't heard that one in a while. But
You know,
Yeah,
thank you,
no.
Trump doesn't roll off the tongue as nicely.
no, it doesn't.
Thank you, Bernie, though.
That does work. Well,
But,
well,
you
I
know,
don't know.
we're not political.
No, not at all.
We try. We don't try to be.
We just try our best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, so segue into, since we're talking about politics, what's your favorite racial slur?
Anyways, next one. Since we're talking about world events
Yeah.
and how everything's gone down,
Okay.
I think I finally understand why everybody's like depressed and anxious now.
Oh, you solved the case.
I think so.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Like, because I was just thinking, like, there weren't any cases like this. Like, way back.
Yeah, because no one cared.
There's a difference. You know?
Okay, explain to me.
I don't know. I just know I've seen, like, studies and have been told by, like, the psychologists in my family. Stuff like, like, the average, like, teenage, I don't know, like, stress levels or whatever are comparable to a veteran, you know? Stuff like that. Like
Huh.
a veteran in the 50s or whatever. And, yeah, no, there's definitely a spike. Like, it's not just a perception thing. Like, it's, like, legit. And I just always been thinking, like, oh, well, it might be social media because we got all that stuff now.
Uh-huh.
But I really think it's just the advancement of technology, because it's gotten to a point where we don't go outside. Like, earlier today when we were driving back, you were like, oh, that's so cool. Kids are playing outside.
Yeah, we saw a group of little
Never
Mexican
see
kids.
that.
Yeah, no. That's why I
And,
got so happy.
like, vitamin D is essential.
yeah, it is.
Like, you can legit get depressed because
Really?
of a lack of vitamin D.
Huh.
Yeah, that was one of the first things that was recommended to me that when I went to a therapist was take vitamins because I might be like malnourished, or not malnourished, but not getting everything I need. So I guess that is malnourished, but that word's usually associated with I don't eat.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, I was just thinking like that's probably why.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I know it's so obvious, but I'm just saying like no one's like come out and said it. I don't know. That just clicked.
Here first at the Culture Swine podcast.
So maybe check out getting vitamins. I take vitamins every day.
Maybe go outside.
Yeah, maybe go outside.
Maybe.
Sit in the
It's
grass.
not essential. You just take the vitamins. That's it.
Actually, you know what you can do? When we get on streaming services, which should be soon,
No promises.
Apple should be easy to get on.
Okay.
But we get on streaming services. Get your AirPods out, put them in your ears.
They could still do that when we upload on YouTube, though.
It's not as easy.
What do you mean it's not as easy?
Just listen to the full thing.
Okay.
Just put the podcast on, go outside, lay in the grass.
You'll do if enough people do that.
Works
we'll
wonders.
do a special ASMR episode. in
Yeah,
that
Culture
case.
Swine curing depression since 2019. No.
Oh yeah, we started this in 2019.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's almost been a year.
What a wild ride. What do you mean almost been a year? We started this in
Dude,
what?
we're almost towards summer, and we started like at the
Did
end
we
of
start
summer.
in summer?
Yeah,
I have to look back on that.
we started in like August.
No, not August. We started in September, didn't we?
August, bro.
What the
August.
I don't. God. And look where we are now.
Yeah.
Big time YouTubers.
No.
We got a record label. We got a deal with Twitch.
Jesus.
We got 2 Grammys, an Oscar for best.
Yeah, for Chase Hates Birds.
Yeah, for Chase
That was
Hates
Oscar
Birds.
nominated.
That was
the first
best.
web clip to ever be nominated, actually.
Exactly.
Making history.
Move over, Parasite by Bong Joon-ho. This is real art. I still can't believe people got upset over that. That Parasite
Yeah.
won.
I mean, I don't know. I can kind of understand. Because, like, it's not directed towards an American audience. And these are this is like an American award show. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Like,
I don't
we're
agree.
not the demographic. So I can understand people being like, well,
Okay,
what
so
the fuck
then-
is this movie? Why is it here?
Okay, so then what's your opinion about the Super Bowl halftime show?
I mean, I didn't see any of that. I was with you, actually.
With the Super Bowl? Oh yeah, we were recording an episode of the podcast on that. But no, you know what happened. Shakira and J-Lo got up on stage.
I actually haven't seen the clip. I just seen pictures.
Oh. I mean, yeah, a lot of people got upset over that because, people were saying, oh, it's an American thing. We can't have these foreigners. They didn't say it exactly like that, but they were really upset that there was a Spanish song during the halftime show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which, yeah,
I mean, I'm
can
not
understand. I understand that it's like that this is an American tradition. The Super Bowl was made in America.
Well, this is more American, because this country is a melting pot.
Exactly. So you can't exactly say that
And
a Spanish song is an American.
This country was founded on freedom.
Exactly.
To bring your culture here and enjoy it. So I mean, I don't know. But I kind of understand the Oscars thing, but at the same time, like, whatever.
Yeah, no. It was a good movie. Have you seen Parasite?
No.
Oh.
Although I have been going on, like, just trying to absorb as many movies as I can.
Why?
Because I have, like, the worst attention span.
Yeah.
And I can't, like, watch movies. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of movies recently. I'm proud of myself. I watched the 2 new Shia LaBeouf movies.
2 new Shia LaBeouf movies?
Peanut Butter Falcon and Honey Boy.
Okay.
They're both great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's do a movie review, guys. Let's
movie review.
We'll
Parasite.
put in movies that we watched, and you go watch them, and then we'll talk about it together. No. But yeah, I watched like all the Harry Potter movies.
Nerd?
That was
What do you watch, Harry
okay.
Potter?
That's white culture right there.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that whites can cast magic whenever they want.
I never noticed how flawed they were.
I've never watched a single Harry Potter movie.
They just like the movies, because like when you make a movie adaptation of a book, it should be like a more accessible and palatable version of the book, so people that are like interested but aren't committed enough to read the book should be able to be like, oh yeah, I'll just watch this and understand. The movies are pretty much made for people who read the books. Like, they don't explain so many things, and they just like expect you to know because you read the books.
Oh.
I read the books like 10 years ago, which is crazy to say.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never thought
10
I'd
years
make
ago,
it to a
2010.
point in my life where I could say 10 years ago.
Damn.
I did this.
2010.
Wild. But yeah, I read those like forever ago, and I'm just there like, what does that mean? Because they don't explain anything. They're just like,
What's a house elf?
Dobby?
Dobby is a free elf.
Do you mind if I spoil it for you?
I'm not planning on watching them.
I mean, they're great, but
Okay.
there's just a scene in the last movie where Dobby just gets like MLG trick shotted by a knife. And it was the most like emotionally confusing thing for me because I wanted to cry but also wanted to laugh.
I'm just imagining from like the point of view of like a Call of Duty deathmatch. And just
The kill cam like it's slow motion.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was great. But yeah, no. My problem, I don't know. I don't feel like I should talk about Harry Potter right now, but I have like a lot of thoughts on it.
A lot of thoughts on the Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'll just try to make it brief. I feel like a lot of people don't like the movies or the books because they try to get into it, and like the first two are directed like straight towards children.
Huh.
Like because what's really cool about the series to me is that it ages with Harry. So like the first two movies are like fun and just kind of like family friendly, like kids and magic, and then it just gets real dark
And
and more
Voldemort shows
adjusted
up.
to like children. I mean, not children, like adults and teenagers. So yeah, it's hard for me to be like, oh, go watch them or go try them, because most people are like, oh, I'm not interested in it because it's like nerdy or whatever,
Yeah,
but they have no like interest in it or whatever. So I can be like, oh, well, watch this, but you have to watch the first two to get to the third one. That's like probably the best one in the series.
God, that reminds me a lot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, like anime, you know.
Exactly.
There are a lot of animes that are just garbage in the beginning,
Exactly.
and then you just gotta keep watching.
I feel like we gotta wait for Caleb,
Yeah, we gotta.
our boy Caleb, to come on the podcast
Yeah,
and
we'll
talk
have
about
the
anime.
pod when Caleb comes on here.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's basically what the Harry Potter series are like.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta get through those first two if you're actually interested. But the movies are like 2.5 hours long each, so you gotta sit through like 5 hours just to get to like something you might like, you know. And if not, you gotta read the books.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then reading's a lost.
That's a
lost
pain and a
form.
commitment. I'm a fan. I don't even want to read. I have the books. I don't even want to read the books. But yeah, those are my brief little thoughts on the Harry Potter series.
We can keep this train rolling. We can just talk about like different movie adaptations of books.
I mean, I haven't read that many books, so
I
can't. If I can't sit through a movie, dude, Jesus Christ! Imagine a book for me, man. I get through one page and just give up. Which reminds me of 50 Cent roasting Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah,
Dude, 50 Cent, say what you want about his music, he's an icon when it comes to dissing. Because back when all the like ALS ice bucket stuff was going on, he got like challenged to do it or whatever. He just came on, he was like, you know what, Floyd? I challenge you forget the ice. If you can read one page of a Harry Potter book, I'll give you $750,000.
But did he read the page?
I don't know what happened. I just
sure
seen the
hope
video,
not.
and then he comes back in another clip, and he's like, "I know it's a little hard, so I'm gonna make it easy on you. Read Cat in the Hat, and we'll call it even."
Wow.
Yeah, I just find it funny that probably the greatest boxer ever can't read.
Can he wait? Can he not?
No, dude.
He can't read?
But he's got so much money, it doesn't matter.
Wait, no, you're glossing over this like it doesn't matter. He can't read?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Why can't he read?
Dude, he's been nothing but boxing since he was like 5.
Really?
Dude, one of the reasons why he's so like great is because his uncle and his father were both like great boxers, but they never like got their thing. Like his uncle was probably like the most achieved in his family. His uncle fought for the title against Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, really?
And lost, but yeah.
Oh, well.
But yeah, no, they were like, we're gonna make him a boxer.
Yeah.
And then just all that from like age 5 to like 40,
Jesus.
just absolute perfection.
So he actually
He's like a
can't read.
machine, but yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, when you're like that young and being trained by like that highly skilled boxers, and you basically live in a gym, like, why care about school?
So he didn't go to school?
No, I mean, I guess he did, but why would he pay attention? You know? It's like he's obviously going somewhere.
Hmm.
But
Damn.
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Speaking of boxing, Wilder versus Fury 2 went down. That was a big deal.
I don't know who either of those people are.
Well, Wilder, now the former heavyweight champion. Wilder was the first American heavyweight champion in 10 years.
Oh, good for him.
Because for a long time, like, just Americans just couldn't cut it. Like, the Russians and the English just took over.
Damn.
Pretty much. Always the Russians
Tale
in
as old
combat
as time.
sports.
I mean, yeah, because they're a combat
You gotta
people.
fear them. They always dominate. UFC was real cool till the Russians got a hold of it. Which is, I mean, that's a gripe for later. But yeah, Deontay Wilder, he's not really skilled in boxing, like, at all. But he just has, like, the power of God in his hands. Like, you know, a lot of dudes, when they knock people out, like, it's a bunch of combinations and just wailing on guys.
Mm-hmm.
Him, literally, just, like, one punch.
Really?
Yeah. Like, his fights are so, like, cool to watch because you see these dudes that are, like, real technical and try to get in there, and he just waits for his opening, pops them, they're down. He went, like, 43 fights in a row, undefeated. And for context, Floyd Mayweather is 51 fights undefeated.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's the highest record.
So you're saying that he has a chance of...
He
beating that
had a
record?
chance. He lost to Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury, who is huge, like, it makes no sense.
Well, I mean, you know the saying, Chase.
But
You gotta live. You gotta live big.
you know what
to
they
get
say?
big.
You gotta live big to get big. But no, yeah, Tyson Fury is like a giant, but he moves like a lightweight. Like, he's real fast, real technical. And in their first fight, all he tried to do was, like, outbox Deontay. But that didn't work too well because everybody's been trying to outbox Deontay his whole life. But, like, when you got that much power, there's no, like, you know. And that fight came to a draw because while Tyson did win on the scorecards, Deontay got so many knockdowns. It was just like... So it came to a draw, but in, like, the 12th round, the last round, he almost knocked out Tyson. Tyson, like, was out cold, like, his body wasn't moving, and then he just got up like the Undertaker. It was like, it's literally like on his highlight reel for just getting up from, like, a knockout. It's crazy. And he got up and then won the round.
Jesus.
Like, because he, like, in that last round, he figured out, like, you can't try to outbox him. You got to take it to him.
What does that mean?
Like, instead of waiting for him to attack and trying to counter and all that, just go straight to him and try to knock him out.
Mm.
And he just couldn't do it. He didn't have because again, he's not a technical boxer. He doesn't have the footwork, or he can't punch moving backwards. He can't do any of that. So this second fight, Fury was just he had the code. Oh man, that was heartbreaking to watch because Deontay is one of my favorite fighters like of all time.
Huh.
And Deontay just got thrown around
He got
like a
rocked.
sack of potatoes, dude.
Well, this
And,
goes to show, Chase. Never meet your heroes. That
Yeah.
doesn't work in this situation, but I feel like in some context
it's
it
a
should.
pain for me to watch like big events with my favorite fighters because it always feels like they lose, and I'm just like, oh, I'm the jinx, huh? I ruined it.
So you're upset that? No, I'm not going to talk about that.
But yeah, no, it was heartbreaking to watch because like he didn't have his legs under him like at all. He was just like
Yeah, he had his legs
flip
over
flopping around
over him. Yeah, I get
over
that.
him.
Yeah, sideways of him.
And
Side-
then Tyson hit him like right in the ear, which is where your equilibrium is.
No,
So not only
Chase, I hate to break it to you, but it's
What?
pronounced equity. God, come on.
all right,
we gotta be on the
anyways,
same
welcome
level.
back to episode 10 with Chase. Adriel isn't here. But yeah, no, he hit him like right on the ear, and it started like blood came out of his ear. Like that's how hard he got hit.
That's not fun.
And yeah, he just like if he couldn't like do any footwork before, it just didn't go well, and they had to stop it.
Really?
Yeah, they just like his corner threw in the towel. They're like, he's just taking permanent damage at this point.
I mean, that's
Which was so
the risk you
crazy
gotta take.
because like, yeah, cool, he figured out how to do it, but Tyson's not like a hard hitter. Like he's not known for his knockouts, and his few knockouts are like in the last rounds. Like these people are worn out and exhausted and can't do it anymore. It's not because he's like a powerful puncher. This fight ended in like round 4. He just like threw him around, and they were like, yeah, he's basically done by like round 2. It was heartbreaking. But yeah, that happened on Black History Month. The like first Black American heavyweight champion since what, Evander Holyfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, we did it.
Lost on Black History Month.
We did
It
it.
was so like painful too because he was walking out, and they have screens in the what's it called? You know where they come out of?
The walkway?
Yeah, I guess the walkway, you could say. They have like LED screens there, and they're showing up pictures of like Black sports icons like Jackie Robinson, Michael Jordan, like all of this, and he comes out and just gets battered.
It was a deep cut.
Yeah. And people on Twitter were like, not on Black History Month, man.
Damn.
Which,
This could have
on a
happened in
lighter
March or
subject,
February. Or March or January, but nah. It had to happen on February.
which, in a better light, you know who Mike Perry is. I've explained it to you.
Mike Perry.
He's a white UFC fighter.
Mike Perry.
He found out that he was 2%
Oh, yeah.
African, and he just started throwing around the N-word. He started
yes.
dressing up like an African.
Yes.
He started putting on like war paint. He went like he went like all in on the like Africa thing.
An icon, if you will.
Yeah. And he won a fight on Black History Month.
So,
And
I mean,
everyone's like, Mike Perry did more for black people than Deontay Wilder ever did.
for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's the law of inverse.
Yeah, Mike Perry did it for Black History Month.
Mike Perry.
Shout out Mike Perry.
Thank you, Mike Perry. You're by far my favorite black athlete.
Yeah, God bless him.
Uh,
But yeah, speaking of Black History Month, it's just almost like stupid at this point. I know that's a little controversial,
we're gonna maybe have to. cut
but
that part
dedicating
out,
one
Chase.
month, like saying like, oh, this is the only month we can go over Black History is stupid. Like, why not like the whole year?
Yeah, let's just get rid of Black History Month.
And also,
Let's
you
just get rid
ever
of
you ever
every
notice
month.
that
Let's get rid of.
it's the shortest month of the year?
All right. That joke has been used so long.
Look,
Chase.
man, it's a little shafted. I just feel that we're messing with the education. Because there's so many like important like black people, and then they only go over like Jackie Robinson and like Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, like those
And
ladies who
MLK.
helped the first NASA for Apollo
Yeah.
13.
There's so much stuff that they could go over, but it's only a month. You can't do all that. So like having just a month is kind of stupid to me, you know?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. I probably could have phrased that better in the beginning. But yeah, I do want to address something. Austin was supposed to be a guest today.
Yeah, but apparently he's got a job or whatever.
yeah, he's a grown man, you know. We're still teenagers. He's like 22.
A grown man would make time for
Bro,
a
he's got his own
podcast.
apartment now. Shout out Austin. I'm proud of him. Because he was like, I'm going to move out. And he moved out. So shout out Austin. Love you, man. Keep doing you.
Didn't you show me a picture where he asked you to Photoshop Sonic on?
Look, man. It's all subjective.
He's 22.
Yeah, no, he's a huge Nintendo fan, and I applauded him for that.
That's Sega.
I'm not talking about just Sonic. You sick bastard. You make me mad. I was gonna segue into the other things he likes, but okay, he just likes Sonic now. We'll move on. See what you've done.
I could feel the spite.
Yeah. I guess we just gotta find something else. to talk about.
No, Chase, it's okay. We can still talk about Austin's interests.
We're not talking about anything.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for the episode of.
Bro, this is 37 minutes in.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel like 37. It feels like we've been here for 10, at most.
Yeah. Well, speaking of boxing, and our favorite YouTuber, J Station.
Oh yeah, he died, huh?
For, what? I was almost excited.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I heard something that he perished off of the face of the earth.
Yeah, no. Did you not hear the whole controversy?
No.
He faked his girlfriend's death,
Rad.
and then she like dumped him and was like, I didn't give him permission to do this, and he did it all just so he could get his second channel like more views, because the second channel was about him and her. He's like, well, she's dead now, guys. I have a bunch of episodes left over. Go check them out.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty like
Hustle
pathetic.
game's
And then
strong.
like the FBI got involved. It was crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you can get in trouble for faking someone else's death?
Well, it wasn't her permission, or the. It wasn't.
did not
he
give
didn't give him permission to do that, and like, he advertised this as news.
Oh.
You know, so like her like certain family members thought she was actually dead. You know,
Oh.
like it just messed
He's
things up.
insane.
Yeah. But yeah, no. The segue was he's having a boxing match.
What?
Yeah.
Against?
I don't know, but it's gonna be hilarious because he's built like a chopstick. But I give him the advantage over whoever's gonna be in his weight class because he's tall and he's got a huge head. You know, the ref looks away. He just bop. Headbutt like it's fight night. You know. Speaking of fight night, I think there's gonna be a new fight night game, and I'm gonna be excited about that.
Jesus Christ. Chase, you segued at least 3
Bro,
times.
I'm just saying, we need more boxing games.
No, we don't.
UFC doesn't cut it. But yeah,
So J Station is...
and
We're meeting up for the
I'm gonna
J
say
Station
this.
fight,
I'm gonna
right?
say this. Yeah, we'll watch it
Hell yeah.
for sure. I'm gonna say this right now. I'll make this clear. If J Station's partner cowers out, I'll step in. I'll fight him.
You will fight.
I know we're entirely different weight classes. It doesn't matter.
You'll fight J Station. You'll
I will fight J
this,
Station.
this 28-year-old man
Yeah.
in order to secure internet fame.
I know he's a lightweight, and I know I'm a cruiserweight. It's what doesn't matter.
Okay, I would love to see that.
I would too. I actually wanted to fight the Dobre brothers when they called out Cody Co. I was like, "Come on, bro."
Cody Co could take them both on.
No, dude, that's the thing. They're like big and athletic, and Cody's like
The Dobre brothers?
yeah.
I thought Cody Co was the bigger man.
No,
Wait, no,
Cody's short.
Yeah,
too.
no. Oh, yeah, you're right. He's like what?
And
5',
they're all
5'8"?
like, "We'll fight you."
Huh?
It's just like one dude. Although it would have been sick if it was a tag team match between him and Noel.
Oh, dude, yes.
Him and Noel versus the twins.
The two small men against the tall millionaire boys.
Yeah. But I was like, I want to do a tournament match.
I can't wait until we get famous enough where we could just challenge people.
Dude, I'm doing that right now on Twitter. I'm always like, hey, fight me. I don't know why.
I don't know. Who do you think? Who is like an actual person that you think you could take on besides J Station?
Just in YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound conceited, but I think a lot of people, man. I know I got Michael from Vsauce.
Oh.
I know I got him.
I mean, that's your number one pick, though?
Nah, my number one pick probably be someone from the Misfits. I don't know why.
Swaggers.
No, Carson. Me and you, Carson.
I hate you.
I'm going
Chase,
for you, Carson.
Look at me right now. I hate you. That was my choice. I actually hate you.
We're leveled up today. We've been doing that all day today. Like stealing each other's jokes.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, maybe Carson.
Okay, I guess I gotta go with the second choice. The second choice I didn't think of because I didn't think you would say Carson.
Yeah.
Now I gotta wait like an idiot so that my brain can find someone in my backlog that can think. I don't know, Chase. Mine was gonna be Carson, but no.
See, I was
Your
thinking Zuckles.
big mouth.
I think Zuckles would actually be fun.
Zuckles scares me.
That's the thing.
He's unpredictable. That man.
That's the thing, man.
I don't know. I feel like I could probably take.
Yeah, who you got? I don't think I could take Zuckles, but I think it would be a fun event. It would be, when fighters are like, I don't want the money match. I want the hard match. I want the hard match. I think Zuckles is. He would give me a time.
Let's see who would I be able to take.
You got Toby on the telly for sure.
Yeah, but that wouldn't even be like a fun fight. I feel bad. As one
hot take, I don't like Toby that much, like at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching the podcast because I'm just tired of hearing him.
It's because he's gay, huh?
No, it's because he's like conceited.
Oh.
And he thinks like his jokes are like really funny, so he'll interrupt to put him in, but they're like whatever. And he just seems like that edgy 14-year-old that never grew up. Because like they were talking about drugs one time.
It reminds me of someone I just can't put my finger on.
Yeah, me too, man. No, but like my point that was like, all right, I'm done with this. I can't watch it anymore. Was when they were talking about drugs, and Toby was like, "Well, I had a cocaine addiction." Like he's just going off on like an improv, like rant of like, "Oh, this is so funny." Like,
Yeah, you're right. I do that sometimes.
Well, no, I'm just saying it was just like really.
Oh.
Like, they're having like a thing about drugs, and you're like, "Oh, well, I had a cocaine addiction."
Yeah, that actually reminds me of the time I got addicted to heroin. I think I was about like 8 years old.
But yeah, no, and the worst part about it is it droned on. Like it wasn't just like a one-nighter. It was like a whole like improv bit. Yeah, I was just like, I can't take this anymore.
I think it's because you hate improv.
I did improv comedy for like a year. No, I hate it because I know because I've done it before, and I know when people aren't doing it right.
Oh.
Because I can tell when people aren't getting to it.
Yeah,
They
go
just
yes
keep like dancing around it. They're like, oh, I'm gonna say the joke. I'm gonna say the joke. Just say it. Or they keep doing the joke like over and over. Like I love Gus and Eddie, but Eddie fucking sucks at improv.
Why?
Because he's always has like the same bit of like, I'm the dumb one. I'm the dumb one. I'm the dumb one. It's like it stopped being funny like forever ago. But you keep playing this like.
So would you fight Eddie Burbeck?
Yeah. Me and Eddie. I love Eddie, but come on, Eddie.
God, you know what? I would love to see you against Nikki Jakey. God, dude, Michael Reeves. I could totally take Michael Reeves.
Yeah, you got him.
I could take. We're in the same height class.
But he's evil.
He is evil. He'll probably like sneak a few quarters in his fucking boxing gloves or whatever.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I feel like I've said this before on the podcast.
On the podcast,
Yeah, the potty guest.
you said, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just a short little tangent. It's crazy the things they've gotten away with in boxing. There's one dude made a whole career out of putting plaster in his gloves. Like, his fists were stones.
Why would he?
And they didn't find that out till, like, he killed somebody in the ring.
Is this
And
like?
they didn't find that out
Wait,
until
when
then.
was this? When was this?
This was probably, like, the 80s.
Okay, well that makes
90s.
sense. That makes sense. They didn't
Yeah.
exactly check.
Yeah, boxing was wild up until, like, the 90s, bro. What was it? Speaking of which, there was the whole reason why we don't do like limitless rounds or 15 rounds is because a boxer just like died. Like he just couldn't take it anymore, and it was crazy.
God,
It was crazy.
I just can't stop thinking about like fighting Michael Reeves because I know he's like stronger than me, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like one good punch and that's
No,
all it takes.
you're definitely bigger than him. You're stronger.
I'm not, dude. Have you seen the man? He's got forearms for days, dude.
That's just because he doesn't eat.
No, he like legitimately has a strong body.
No.
It's just that he's short. That's the only thing.
Lean. That's
Lean.
it.
There you go. Lean.
Yeah.
I need to search up his height. I need to see how tall he is because I don't feel comfortable punching down. I feel like I'm fighting a child at that point.
God bless.
He's got to be at least 5'6".
But yeah, what I was saying about the boxer that died.
Thinking about the boxer that died again.
Rip him. He wrote "Live or Die" on his lampshade like the night before, and then it just yeah.
He
But I
chose a
think that's
ladder.
but I'm gonna get that tattooed at some point. Like
Live
a
or die?
lampshade that says "Live or Die" on it. I just think it's cute, but you know,
Yeah.
also very morbid.
Yeah, no. I mean, to be fair,
But I
it's a
think
good
it'd make
mantra
a
to
cool,
live
I
off.
think it'd make a cool tattoo. But anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about him. But back to the more interesting topic of fighting YouTubers.
Yeah, you
I
take
feel like we can get, because you know how like the Jake or the
Jake
Paul,
Paul
brothers,
Yeah.
fight went down where they like had a bunch of their friends or whatever,
Uh-huh.
a bunch of dudes they were with
You
fight,
remember-
and like nobody knew them.
You remember what was his name? That guy that lost like 17,000 pounds in order to fight.
Scarce.
Scarce,
Yeah.
man.
He looked.
He does not look healthy.
Nah,
I
that
hope he
looks
fixed
rough.
that.
I think he did like a lot of weight cutting, like dehydration and stuff.
Exactly, because he was
Yeah.
like, ugh.
That looked rough. But what I'm saying is, we could have our own like promotion, but with our friends, like Eric
Dude,
and Caleb.
Dude. Oh, okay. In that case, I feel like
I've never met Eric, so I can't really make picks for him.
let's. I want to ask him how tall they are, because I feel like I could take.
I feel like Caleb
I won't.
and Michael Reeves would be very.
Oh yes.
If Caleb just bulked up a little.
I feel like. I feel like I would fight Caleb. I could fight Caleb.
I just want to see Eric
Just-
and Austin.
That's true. Yeah.
No other
Oh,
YouTuber,
go-
just them.
Oh, just them duking out in the ring.
Yeah. But yeah.
No, I wouldn't fight Austin. He seems like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, there's something about him. He's got a dark energy to him.
And for Eric, he's got the same
Got the
same
whole
thing.
dark
that-
arts about him.
Eric is unpredictable.
Eric is the devil. Eric doesn't feel emotion.
And Caleb, well, you just gotta get him horny, and then he's off his rocker.
Dude. Just tell him you get coochie if you win.
Exactly. Yeah.
He'll go like rabid. Just start foaming at the mouth. When they get in the clinch, he'll just start like dry humping.
Oh man, fighting our friends. Can't wait.
Can't wait. Probably be.
Yeah, we can't set a date. Hell, we're just speculating at this point.
February of next year. Like this
Shut up. We won't be able to. You think with our budget, we would have fly out Austin and Eric from where they live?
I don't know where Austin lives. I know it's not in Texas.
He lives in fucking Wyoming.
For real?
No.
Okay. I don't know why I feel like he lives in Maine.
He does
Just
have the
sounds like-
main energy.
He's got the energy to him.
He also got like some strong Libra energy, you know.
Shut up.
Yeah. He could be a Libra or a Sagittarius. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just a Gemini. I don't know. Just Gemini things. Just Gemini things.
But yeah.
So.
Yeah, I want to apologize for us not recording in forever.
Oh yeah, you could do that. I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, no, it's my fault. I guess first excuse, it was my birthday. And yeah. You all owe me presents.
All 5 of you.
Expect Tony Hawk's American Wasteland in my mail.
Dude, we should open a P.O. box.
Just like old school, like Smosh mail opening.
Dude, don't even get me started on Smosh.
Dude, I watched hours of them opening mail as a child.
And that was so entertaining, but now it's like... But
the adult version of it is just the iDubbbz bad unboxing.
God.
Yeah, God bless him.
Yeah.
I want to see iDubbbz make another documentary. That Full Force documentary.
Dude, that was
wild.
so good. It was one of the best
I think
ones.
it's really cool that YouTubers are getting to a point where it can be like artistic and valuable instead of like Nakey Jakey. I think is the prime example because there's something special to his videos, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Something real sensitive and genuine about him.
Yeah.
Intimate. You could say, like, if you never seen his channel, go watch his Bioshock video.
Oh yeah,
That's like my favorite one. That was like emotional. Like I cried.
Jesus, jeez, you okay?
Dude,
I haven't watched it, but okay.
no, like it's not about like, like it's not like his typical video. It's just kind of like
A love
his
letter?
life story, yeah.
Oh, like.
Well,
Oh
not his
wait,
life-
yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know. I
And
know
how
what you're talking about now.
Bioshock came to him in a sensitive time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, sometimes video games, as corny as it sounds, are the friends you need. Yeah.
Man,
But yeah, no, it struck
I
a
just-
chord with me, and I teared up. I feel like we're getting a little too in, so let's loosen things up. What's your biggest pet peeve?
you.
Oh,
Next question.
okay.
Next question. No, my biggest pet peeve. Let's see. I guess it would be like people one-upping your stories.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I don't mean that you do it. I'm just saying I've had it done to me several times.
Oh, I got you.
Like I'll tell a story about one time I got in a car crash when I was about 6 years old, and thankfully my sister was in the backseat with me.
Asshole pops in. I'll do you one better. I almost died in a plane crash.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
some
got
shit like
you.
that. And it's like, yeah, it's a cool story, dude, but you didn't have to say
You're
it
not
after
that
I said my story.
important.
You can let my story like settle down and
You could let it
go
breathe.
away in your memory or in our friend's memory
Yeah.
before you say your story.
Yeah.
You can't say it after my story because then it'd be like my story didn't exist.
Yeah. I feel
Or you use my story as a backdrop for your story.
You know, this is crazy. Before I get to my pet peeve, I just want to say, most of our podcasts feel like they go by like that. This felt like hours, bro.
Yeah, because we were recording with a live studio audience when we started.
Yeah, there's a little bit of stress, but also you deteriorated my brain with the vocoder stuff.
That's what I'm gonna do
Like
every time we come to my house and record. Before we do that,
I'm just gonna fry my brain.
Exactly.
I legit felt under the influence. I was like, oh, this is what other things feel like. Don't want to be too explicit at the moment.
So your pet peeve?
Yeah, my biggest pet peeve, probably like unnecessary sounds. Like, not like that, but like say somebody like smacking their lips when they eat drives me crazy. I'm gonna climb over this mic stand.
Really?
That's down a storm.
Busted
yeah,
hands.
no, which is a problem for me because Evan, one of my best friends,
Yeah, I know for a fact he does that.
Doesn't close his mouth when he eats.
Yeah, but
Drives me crazy.
you get used to it.
I do not. It's been like what, 5 years? There was a point in my life where I practically lived with him. It drove me crazy. Like I remember, like we damn near lived with each other for like a month when we were going to driver's ed, because we would like go to school and hang out at school. We had the same friend group, so there was no escape from each other. And then after that, we would go to like driver's ed for a couple hours. My mom would drive us to driver's ed, and then my mom would pick us up. And then, same cycle the next day. We spent like 12 hours a day with each other every day. And then on the weekends, I stayed at his house so we could go do our driving instructions. So for like a whole month. And I remember at one point my mom like got us food, or not food, she had like candy, and she gave Evan a bag of Skittles, and he was eating them, and this was like towards the end of the month, and he's just like smacking away on the Skittles. You have no idea how badly I wanted to smack them out of his hand and just scream, "You're gay." Like that was legit bad for our friendship. Like that was a time where we stopped like hanging out with each other for a little while, and I started hanging out with you more because I was like, I can't take it.
Damn, I should have like
That's
ate with my mouth open. I didn't realize that was a thing that annoyed you.
Yeah, but no, just unnecessary sounds in general like upset me.
Yeah, give me another example, because that's the only thing
my
that can...
grandma.
You're really calling out Evan and then your grandma.
Yeah,
Damn.
she's very like dramatic and excessive.
Okay.
So when she's tired or whatever, she's just like all like sails to the wind, just and like making sounds like that, and it just drives me like absolutely crazy. And then like she has like a lung problem, or I don't know, or she had pneumonia for a little while.
Oh.
But now she's trying to like recover from it, and all this like mucus is in her throat or whatever.
Oh,
Instead of like,
that's what that is. Okay.
Instead of like spitting out.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it drives me absolutely bad shit. I'm just like, just spit it. Spit it. Get a napkin. I can't hear that from my room. You know what I can't hear? It drives me insane. Yeah, just things that don't need to be as loud or excessive as they are drive me crazy.
Damn it,
when it comes to sound, but I guess that's a part of me, because not to be like personal or be a downer, but I had like really bad problems with anxiety in high school.
Join
like
the
sound.
club.
No,
okay. Oh, you even dated in high school, man.
Adriel, I'm talking about panic attacks. Like
Dude, I have those now, and I'm in college, bro.
We're
What's
adults
up?
now. It's different.
What's up? Oh, they're not panic attacks now. They're just little
Look, man.
hiccups.
I used to throw up every morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, it was rough.
Okay, I'll stop making fun of you, I guess.
That's why I went to a therapist. But yeah, no, it was real. Like sounds were a trigger for me, and I guess like I don't have bad problems with anxiety anymore, and I I guess that's still like just makes me mad now. Because I used to have my headphones like in all the time to block that stuff out, and now it's just like I don't need them on all the time, but I want them on all the time. So yeah, that stuff annoys me like really bad.
Well, nice segue into things that annoy you. Let's talk about women.
We've been over this, Adriel.
What? Over what, Chase?
We already had the I don't hate women conversation.
So anyways, about women. I already have a story, and you know what this story is, but I wanna let you take the lead.
I don't know if I know what this story is.
You know this. I told you this earlier. Have you ever hit on a girl?
You know what? I'm really lucky. I've never had to.
Big man over here. Girls come to him, I guess.
No, literally, like, I'm like the anti-incel. Because I am a nice guy, but I get girls through it.
Oh.
I don't know how it works, man. And it's inconvenient, honestly. Because I just want to help some people out. And then it's like, you want to go out? And it's like, no. I was just trying to help you with your math homework.
Damn, okay.
'Cause I'm a good friend. But yeah, every time like I've gotten with a girl or a girl has told me how they feel, they're like, "Oh, you're just so nice." And I'm just like, I'm just like, it's not supposed to work like that.
Well, apparently you're one of the lucky few, Jace, I guess.
I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm honestly bad.
I can't read lips, so wait until after the show. Anyways,
I'm really bad at that, like talking to girls just in general. But yeah.
Damn,
you go with your story.
No, I don't want to tell my story.
Tell
I
us
can't.
what's going on.
I can't. The dweeb
It's not even
can't
on
tell
her.
his
It's
story.
on you.
I know it's not on her, but that's what makes it worse. Okay, so I was gonna go watch a movie with my cousin, and he paid for the tickets, so I had to pay for the snacks.
Yeah.
So I get large popcorn and 2 drinks and some candy bars, and I go to pay, and some Chad spirit came over me, and was like, "Hey, this girl's kind of cute, so let's go for it." I go, "Hey, you're working late, huh?" Because it was already at night. She goes, "Yeah, it's not so bad." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Since you're already here, you want to grab a movie later when you get off?" And she's like, "Oh, maybe." So I'm like, "Maybe." Yes. That's the best response I've ever gotten. And she goes, "Oh yeah, your total is so." I get my wallet. I can't find my credit card. I straight up lost my credit card. So I try to nervously laugh it off, like, I can't. I don't have my credit card. And she nervous laughs back at me, like, well, you don't have a chance with me. And I just out of embarrassment, I scream at my cousin, like, "Hey, can you pay for these, please?"
Yeah, that's pain.
Yeah. It was not the best experience.
Yeah, I've had situations with a girl before where like I was like, "Oh, well, I pay," and then I just didn't have the money for it. I was like, "Well, you want to split it?" Most like belittling moment.
But wow, I just don't want to go back to that movie theater anymore.
I feel
fear.
you.
Or like if I do go back, I'd have to like flex with like I'd have to go with a Gucci belt,
bro, like buy
Versace.
everything.
Yes, yeah, I'll have everything on the menu.
You know I got money.
You know I got money. Yeah. And
I honestly feel like we'd be surprised how much that works.
Yeah.
Like just asking someone out, because that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
like, at all anymore.
Exactly. So there's a high chance of it working since no one does it anymore. No one just goes up to someone and goes, "Hey, you want to go out? You want to go on a date?" So I feel like that's like the most viable option. Yeah. That, and I hate dating apps.
I feel like that's got a high success rate.
Yeah.
I hate them too.
Come to the Culture Swine podcast for more relationship advice. I feel like that does it, right? This episodio.
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have had a better closer, but yeah, expect some more videos from us.
Probably.
Outside of the podcast.
That is true. We are branching
and pork wraps as always. Angel's got 2 videos ready.
2? Oh yeah, 2.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for being so late. Appreciate it. Love
yeah,
you.
I guess.
Oh, hold up.
What?
Every episode, we thank all of our friends. But I want to change it.
Okay.
I want to thank you, Adriel.
Really?
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Oh my God.
We put in a lot of work.
Thank you.
This is teamwork here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Goodbye, everybody.
You're not even gonna let me thank you?
Go ahead.
Okay. Here goes.